my gosh, we're powering it forward today. And Andrea, if you are ready, I am so ready to introduce you. This is an amazing woman. And if you have not had an opportunity to have a conversation with her or any of our speakers, please reach out. Andrea Nechita. She is an internationally selling author of the book, My Student Toolbox. She is the office administrator coordinator of 3 departments. Of course, it'd be 3 at the Wilfrid Laurier University in Canada. The topic she's going to talk about is learning how to increase your learning success rate and reduce your new learning stress rate. I love that because we are in continuum of new learning, right? What you may not know about her, this weekend has been a weekend of firsts. Okay. There has been one woman who just eats everything out of a bowl, and not like everything out of a bowl. I mean, it has just been the funnest thing. So she eats her ice cream with a fork. You may not know that about her. And then the music that she's loving right now is Let Your Love Flow by Bellany Brothers. We must all know, let your love flow. No? We love it? No? No singing, Deb? Okay, got it. Okay, the gift that she is going to give to everybody is a mini success learning consult. So if you want to learn new ways on how to learn more efficiently, absolutely, absolutely. And the beautiful winning to listen prize is going to be a piece of original art in canvas that she has done, and a signed book, and a one-on-one success learning consult. So that is super generous. Oh my gosh, it's just been so generous. Did you show the picture? Did I see something there that you're showing? She does gorgeous, beautiful artwork. So someone is going to win that. Oh my goodness. I know everyone just kind of went like this. Unless it's like, I'm winning. I'm winning. I'm ready to go. I'm winning. All right. Well, my friend, please take the stage and share. What made you
Hello.
decide to create the book?
Hi. Hello, everyone. I just want to say how honored I am to be part of this movement and to be here today, especially on International Women's Day, among so many inspiring women. This means so much to me. And my book started 3 years ago while I was spending time with a good friend of mine. She tells me that she is going to start a new career and she's going back to university as a mature student. And this was very exciting and she couldn't wait to start, but I could sense that there was something more there. And she shared some of her worries with me. She tells me, what if I can't keep up in my courses? What if I won't know how to study or do the assignments? What if the stress becomes too much? And these are the fears that so many students have. So she asked me if I could share any of my strategies and advice from completing my 3 degrees and 1 year of teaching. And I have to admit, my academic journey was not an easy one. I had more difficult years than easy ones, and I had struggled with overwhelm, burnout, stress, anxiety, and I had to figure out everything on my own, but I did it. And when she asked me this, I looked back on what kind of things I did to help myself. And I started to share my strategies and tips with her. At the end of her semester, she tells me that these had made all of the difference for her. And she says, I wouldn't have been able to pass my courses without you. And I bet this could help so many others. And that was my call. And, you know, she's not just one person, she's thousands. And I remembered all of the stress, the struggle that I went through. And I thought, if I could save someone even just a fraction of that pain, that it would be worth it. And students are capable and intelligent, but they're just overwhelmed. And it's not because they don't know how to learn. It's because nobody has taught them how to manage learning. And I realized you don't have to reinvent the wheel. You can learn from other people's experiences. And this is why I wanted to share mine. So I started writing my student toolbox. your student success guide from struggling to thriving. And I wanted to include strategies and systems and tools that would help students to take them from struggling to increasing their student learning success rate, decreasing their stress rate, and providing them a strong academic foundation step by step. And I wrote this the way I wish someone had written it for me. Practical, structured, usable, and real. So I included some of my personal experiences and life lessons that I learned along the way. And 2.5 years later, my friend is loving her new career path, and I published my student toolbox. And now I'm helping others on their educational journeys.
Beautiful. And to add to that, it's interesting, right? We take action, we do something. So many things have been inspired. Come on. So many things have been inspired because of what we needed, or we got a nudge, as Liz said, but like it really came from self. But some really cool things are happening for you right now. Like you've been contacted by teachers and professors and deans. Tell us a little bit about that, because they're pretty excited about this book.
Yes, it's been incredible. They think it's wonderful. And many have told me that they wish they had a book like this when they started university. And it means so much to me because that was my intention. I wrote it as if I was writing to my younger self. And I know if I had this book when I started university, it would have saved me a lot of anguish. One professor with over 25 years of teaching experience called it a must read for undergraduate students, regardless of their major. And I have many professors who have added it to their syllabi as a recommended reading because it fills such a crucial gap. And the harsh reality is that professors don't have time to be teaching organizational skills, time management, research tracking, and all of the other things that come along with this. And students are just expected to figure it out. And that's where the stress skyrockets, because these things don't come easily. They come with experience. And so my book offers the frameworks, templates, step-by-step systems, and customizable tools. It cuts the stress out and the frustration of trying to figure it out all on your own. It's currently being reviewed by a dean as a possible textbook, and it's available at the university bookstore here at Wilfrid Laurier, and it's available on Amazon as well. And a really amazing thing is that professors have told me that it has helped them even, especially the chapters on organization, workflow, and time management. So this tells me that it's not just about the students, it's really about sustainable learning for life.
Wow. Congratulations. I saw a lot of smiles, and a lot of head nodding and clapping. It's beautiful it's like, it just reminds me of when I got the first text from Ocean and he said, I saw someone wearing my hat that I don't know on the subway. Right? It's confirmation outside of our beautiful circles that are going to cheer us on. And it's so important and it's so appreciated when it comes from an outside source, like, what you're getting right now in terms of people that have accolades in education are coming to you and appreciating the words that you wrote. Outside of when you say it's a difficult time adjusting and there's time management and things like that, what other things do first-time students, whether mature or new, that are going to university are coming up against that you've been able to add into your book? Like what is some of that for anyone who's planning on going back or has people that are going?
Yes. So there's so many things that students struggle with today, especially new students. It's trying to balance school, life, work, even figuring out how to study, how to plan for exams, how to get organized, and it's feeling like a hamster in a wheel. So I believe if you know these three things, it's going to drastically increase your success rate. And that is why, what, and how. And the why is why you are learning. So your mindset is going to create your experience. And if you think, I'm just going to get this degree and get out, this sounds like a chore, versus I'm going to learn cool things, I'm going to meet new interesting people who could turn into lifelong friends and colleagues. I'm going to grow as a person. I'm going to join a community and make a difference and get a degree. So you can see here the difference, and it's turning that into a transformation. And there's excitement and growth there as well. If you approach learning as a chore, then it will be a chore. And the same goes for many other things in life as well. So decide your why and let it fuel your consistency when your motivation drops, because motivation will drop when you are in the thick of it. So personalize your experience to what you want school to be, and above and beyond that as well. And that's going to make a huge difference. The second piece is the what. And this is what your learning style is. So ironically, we're taught many things in school, but many of us are never taught how to learn. And it's crucial to know what your learning style is so you can match learning strategies to it. And for example, so there are 4 learning styles. That is textual-based, auditory, visual, and kinesthetic. And there's also multimodal, which is a combination of these. And personally, I am multimodal. And some examples are, if you are auditory-based, then you're going to be using learning strategies that have discussions, teaching others, listening to audiobooks, podcasts, and even making rhymes or songs to help you understand the information and memorize it. If you're kinesthetic, then you're going to need some hands-on learning activities. So this can include role-playing, conducting experiments, playing games, and you might also need to include some movement while you're learning, whether it's doodling or using a stress ball. That's going to help you to keep your focus. And to learn in a space that has a desk, a couch, a whiteboard, so that you can learn while you sit or stand. And this way you're more engaged with your space as well. So when you match your strategies to your learning style and how your brain works, it's going to help to reduce that stress, and it's going to increase your cognition and your retention, and it's going to make a huge difference for you. And the third piece is the how, and this is through systems. Mindset and learning style and strategies are great, but they're not enough. So you need a structure. Success is not random, it's structured. So in my book, I share my simple tasks method, my 3-calendar system, my workbook template, my research log tracker, and so many other more things. For example, my workbook assignment tracker helps me to keep track of all of the deadlines, assignments, tests in all of my courses, and to know exactly how much progress I've made in each, just with a glance. And if you set up systems similar to this, that is going to help to keep you on track as well. And the key is to have this clarity, and that is going to help reduce your anxiety. Disorganization increases the stress, whereas organization helps you to have a calm, clear path ahead. So if you get clear on your why, your what, and your how, you're going to be off to an amazing start.
Okay, very beautiful. I just saw that someone put in the chat, Susan just went and bought your book, so I'm sure she'll give you a review. And my last question for you is shifting over from what your book does and how it helps so many people in this whole relearning. But what was one of the coolest things about you that happened for you becoming a first-time author?
Hmm. One of the coolest things has been hearing people's stories about how I have helped them on their journey. And it's not just about grades, it's helping to have others reach their dreams. And it can make the difference of them not dropping out and being successful in their career, which will then transfer into their family success and into generational success. And knowing that I was able to help someone do that is just the coolest thing of all. And if I can share a message today, it is that um, education is so important. Everyone here knows the importance of education, formal, informal, and everything in between. And education is really remains the strongest tool and the, the, the greatest source of power and the biggest catalyst for change. And this is why there's been so many efforts to control access to it, and in the past and also in the present day. And so education is really so powerful. It ripples through individuals and generations and everything that we do. So we must support each other's learning. And I'd like to share a personal story. My high school counselor told me that I should not go to university because she thought I would be a dropout, even though it had been my childhood dream to go. Needless to say, I did not listen to her. And now I have 3 university degrees, and I'm helping others on their journeys as well. So I want to say that there are people who will give you bad advice and won't believe in you. But I knew in my heart that I could do it, and you can do it too. So don't let them get you down. And not all advice is created equal, and not all of it will be a match. So continue to reach out to others and find people who will support you. And I know in my heart that you can accomplish your dreams too. And thank you so much for having me on today.
Absolutely. Hearts and loves and thank you and jazz hands and oh my gosh, amazing.